The Basilica of Sant'Ambrogio, original Paleo-Christian name Basilica Martyrum, is one of the oldest churches in Milan. It represents not only a monument of the Paleo-Christian and Romanesque era, but also a fundamental point in the history of Milan and of the Ambrosian Church. It is traditionally considered the second most important church in the city, after the Milan Cathedral, together with the Basilica Prophetarum, the Basilica Apostolorum and the Basilica Virginum. The Basilica Martyrum is numbered among the four Ambrosian basilicas, or those built by Saint Ambrose. The capitals crowning the atrium columns were made by Lombard craftsmen who worked on the construction and decoration of Sant Ambrogio from the 11th to the 12th century.
The interior of the basilica is decorated with masterpieces that testify to the centuries-old history of the Church of Saint Ambrose as the center of Milan's civil and religious identity.
A central cross-vaulted nave, typical for Lombardian architecture, is flanked on either side by aisles. The gold altar was created in the 9th century by Vuolvinio to hold the remains of Saint Ambrose. It is magnificently decorated with reliefs depicting scenes from the saint and Christ. The baldachin above the altar, also decorated with reliefs, dates from the 10th century and rests upon four porphyry columns, possibly from the original 4th century church. The apse is decorated with mosaics that predate the reconstruction of the 11th century. They were, however, damaged during the Second World War and are now restored. The original pulpit was destroyed in 1198 when part of the roof collapsed. It was probably recreated in the 13th century with pieces from the original. Below the pulpit is one of the highlights in the church, the 4th century Stilicho sarcopagus. It is named after the Roman military commander Stilicho, but possibly contains the remains of Emperor Flavius Gratinus instead. A bronze snake on an ancient Roman column. Tradition says that this is the same bronze snake that Moses erected in the desert to protect and heal the Israelites. The crypt of the Basilica of Sant'Ambrogio, supported by numerous small columns, was restored in the 18th century and has lost its medieval appearance. The remains of Sant Ambrogio and the Martyrs Gervasio and Protasio are kept in a large urn made of silver and crystal.